Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. That's not it. No. Oh, yep. Okay, here we go. Found it.
You are listening to the Bud Buddy Las Vegas podcast.
People think that they know me, but they don't, 'cause way before I was out in the cold, I had a problem, couldn't kick it, so my girl told me, Daddy, sorry, but you can't come home. Now I gotta get it right before I can be by your side. You deserve for me to change my ways, but even if I stumble and fall, just love me for who I am today. If we teach people about people, people can love, 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 yeah. We teach people about people, people can love, 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 yeah. If we teach people about people, people can love, 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 yeah. We teach people about people, people can love, 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 yeah. Now please don't judge me by the cover of my book. I beg you, take a second look. 'Cause if you would look deep inside of me, you would see that we are just alike. We need to teach people.
All right, guys, thank you for listening and tuning in to the second episode of the Bud Buddy Las Vegas podcast. My name is Tarl. We have a few guests on the show today. Today we have Amed from VegasCannaPhoto. I'm sure you probably follow him on Instagram. He takes lots of great pictures at cultivations around town and video, and just a all-around content creator. I know he does some DJ work as well. We'll get him on to talk about some of the photo opportunities he's done lately. And second guest we're going to have on today is the Sober Junkie. He's going to come on and talk about his latest album that comes out in a few weeks on 4/20. And he's just going to kind of talk about where he came from, who he is. He's got a great story. He's got a lot of great music. You just heard his music coming in, in the bumper music there in the beginning. Definitely go and check him out. You'll be able to see him this Friday at Culture and Cannabis downtown. Shout out to JC Coates for that show happening up. There's going to be Corrupt from the Dog Pound. Corrupt's Moon Rocks is going to be in the house, so that should be interesting as well. We'll be out there chilling, so make sure you come by, say hello, say what's up. This week we've added a product review segment. We're going to take a few minutes and talk about a few products that we've come across lately. A few of them you probably already know. The Honey Badger is one. The other one we're going to do is called the One Hit Wonder. It's a portable micro-dosing one-hitter for cannabis flower. And we're also going to talk about some cellulose see-through wraps. So let's get to a commercial and then we'll get right into the interviews. Sweet Leaf Plant Nutrients are a blend of all-natural and organic plant nutrients designed for indoor hydroponic, soil, or greenhouse home gardening. Visit sweetleaf.com, that is SUITELEAF.com, and check out their complete line of organic plant nutrients. We have partnered with the great folks over at sweetleaf.com to offer the Bud Buddy podcast listeners 15% off their purchase at sweetleaf.com by using the code BUDBuddy at checkout. Again, that's sweetleaf.com. Use code BUDBuddy at checkout and save yourself 15% off your purchase. sweetleaf.com. Guys and gals, are you looking for a job in the cannabis industry? Head over to Bud Tender Fight Club and let them help you find your next job. Go to eventbrite.com, search for Bud Tender Fight Club, check out the next class coming up April 15th, find which package is appropriate for you. When you go to checkout, use Bud Buddy as the promotional code at checkout and save yourself 10%. Again, go to eventbrite.com, search for Bud Tender Fight Club, use code BUDBuddy at checkout, save yourself some money while you find that job in the cannabis industry. Alright, guys, thanks again for listening to the Bud Buddy Las Vegas podcast. Thanks again for the Sober Junkie for some of this music coming on the track here. He will be up the second interview after our first interview with Amed from VegasCannaPhoto. Definitely head over to Instagram, all the social media, Twitter, Facebook. Follow VegasCannaPhoto. Check out his really cool, awesome pictures of weed, and we'll talk about that right now. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Bud Buddy Las Vegas podcast. Joining me now is Amed Donato. Amed Donato, you can find him on Instagram as VegasCannaPhoto, and you can probably tell from his name he does cannabis photography. Amed, how the hell are you?
I'm fucking amazing.
Good, man. So, cannabis photography. Can you tell the listeners how you got into taking pictures of weed? I think everybody would be pretty stoked to know how somebody gets into that, and I'm sure it's probably a pretty cool thing. Tell us how you did that.
Yeah, it kind of just fell into my lap from working with Remedy and Silver Sage. I saw that they were getting photos done by Weed Maps, and Weed Maps was charging them like $500 a shoot, which I thought was kind of ridiculous because, I mean, how hard could it be really to take some photos? I've definitely learned a lot from taking photos, but working with Silver Sage and Remedy kind of got me to where I am today, even though I'm no longer with them. But the whole photography thing started off even before I worked at Silver Sage. My brother, who actually passed away 2 years ago, he was a photographer, and he was always, taking photos and doing his thing. And I kind of feel like, in a way, he's kind of living vicariously through me, which is why I've had the opportunities that I've had to take the photos that I've taken and to get as far as I have.
That's pretty crazy. I'm sorry to hear about your brother. But it sounds like you said, though, he's living through you. That's pretty awesome. That Remedy, man, they had a lot of different strains there, or they have a lot of strains, obviously. What was do you have a favorite strain that you like to photograph there? And maybe after you were
Yeah,
done, maybe partake in a little bit?
definitely. My favorite strain, I'm always like very biased on the Girl Scout cookies.
Sure.
Any of the cookie strains, for some reason, they're always aesthetically pleasing, especially to take photos with, and then the overall effect on the Girl Scout cookies definitely helps with my stress and my anxiety, kind of like chills me out.
Sure, and actually that goes, that's a question I had too. Do you have a strain that you maybe is like a creative strain that say you smoke a little bit of something, a little bit of this, and then go to a photo shoot, or maybe
Yeah,
even just something at home, that you're doing a project?
yeah, definitely. Usually it's whenever I can get my hands on, because I definitely like to try a lot of different stuff. Because I definitely review a lot of the flower that I get and that I take photos of. But I'm definitely gonna stick with the Girl Scout cookies. If not that, the outer space that Remedy grows, that's definitely a really nice, uplifting strain.
Other than Remedy, what are some of the other grows or facilities that you've taken photos at?
I've taken photos with EPC and then Acres as well.
Out of those two, is there a favorite between those two, or maybe,
No, not really. I always have a good time like taking photos for whoever it is with whatever style of photos that they need, or videos too. I like to do a lot of videos as well. I'm just an overall content creator, whether it's videos, photography, graphic designs, or even music. I can do a little bit of everything.
where can people find your work? Besides your Instagram, please shout that out again. But do you have a website? Do you have Facebook?
Yeah, it's my website is man, let's see where my website's at. I think it's cannaphoto.gallery. That's the link to my website, and then I definitely am very active on Instagram, if not Twitter, at VegasCannaPhoto, and then as well on Facebook too.
What was it like the first time you actually went to a large commercial grow? And what was that like? Just the whole experience. Can you tell our listeners what it's like to go in and see hundreds of plants or even thousands of plants, and then you're like, then you get to take photos of them. What's that like?
It's definitely it was a life-changing experience. I definitely had a paradigm shift while my first time being in a commercial grow. I definitely knew that I was gonna stay in the industry and I was gonna try to make the biggest impact I could, no matter what it was I was doing. Because when I started off doing grunt work, basically moving plants, pruning, cleaning rooms, and harvesting at one point. And I even did a little bit of everything at the dispensary while I was there. So I've definitely have put my hand in every cookie pot there is in the cannabis industry right now.
Sure, sure. Now it's nice to be able to, have some freelance work and be able to do that on your own. There's going to be a lot of that work out there,
Oh yeah,
and a
definitely.
lot of it coming, a lot of it more too. What kind of work did you do for Acres when they had you do some stuff? What kind of stuff did you do for them?
Acres, I did some lifestyle shots. Basically I had a model. They gave me some clothes. They gave me a couple of different strains to take photos with and take photos of. And yeah, just we just shot in the arts district and just had a good time smoking and shooting photos.
And so I suppose they're using those on their social media campaigns right now, or where people can go see
Yeah,
those.
yeah, definitely. I'm not fully finished with them yet, but they've
Okay.
already started using the ones that I have gave them.
Okay. So yeah, and I know they're at Acres Cannabis on
Yep,
Instagram.
yep.
I'm
I also work with this cannabis chef, Zarilla Bacon.
okay.
She was on Viceland not too long ago, and that was definitely another life-changing experience I had too, because I got to take photos with her, Two Chains, Tommy Chong, Hannibal Burris, and it was just crazy that I was in the same building that they were in, and that I got to do something I never even thought in my life I'd even get the chance to do.
Sure, of course, of course. Yeah, tell us more about that, man. I mean, that's got to be, like you said, that's almost an out of body experience. If you told the you 10 years ago that you'd be doing that shit, when you were there, you probably wouldn't believe yourself, right?
No, yeah, definitely not. That was I got the way I met Zorilla was through my old manager at Silver Sage. And she just needed some overall content creation work done, and I told her I could do it, like whatever she needed, whether it was photos, videos, or managing her social media. Um, so she gave me a shot, and within like the first 2 weeks of knowing her, she got the opportunity to go on Viceland to basically cook for Two Chainz show, the most expensivest. And he had invited Hannibal and Tommy Chong as well. And the whole time I was there, just shooting as many photos and as many videos as I could for her. And ever since then, her and I have been working very closely together.
Nice. She's actually somebody that I have possibly lined up to do an interview
Yeah,
in the future.
she's really cool. She's a pretty dope chef. Her food is amazing. The wings, like, oh my God. And all of her food that she makes is always medicated
Right.
every time.
And there's nothing wrong with that, absolutely. Yeah, that most expensive-ish show is quite the trip. That's a pretty good show, and it's got to be amazing to be a part of something like that. And have you ever been a part of like a film, like a TV set? I mean,
No, never. That was my
that's a
first
trip
time.
too,
Yeah.
huh? That's always
Yeah.
yeah. That's yeah.
There was like
Yeah.
a
Tell
good
people about
like
that.
40 to 50 people there, 40 to 50 people there just like trying to make this show happen.
Dudes with microphones and little knobs and video
Yeah.
screens, and yeah, it's a trip, man.
Yeah.
I've been a part of a few productions, and it's the first time you see it, you're like, damn, it's
Yeah, it's been wild.
the magic, the TV magic. It kind of spoils it though, but still, it's pretty cool though.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was definitely a another life-changing experience I had.
And where do they do that? I mean, not that you have to say, but that was in Las Vegas somewhere,
Yeah,
or
that was here in Las Vegas. It was at this mansion. Apparently, it's Conor McGregor's mansion,
nice.
but they rent it out, I guess, when he's not here.
Sure.
I don't know what the deal is, but it's on the east side of town, like on the mountainside.
Nice. Yeah, that's I'll have to look that up. And I always have links and everything to a lot of stuff that we talked about. So when people are listening to this, they will be able to go onto YouTube and they will be able to check out links. We'll have links to your website, links to your social media, and then links to that episode too, because I know I've seen on social media, I've seen a bunch of those different pictures, and now I know who they came from. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, a lot of those pictures are definitely mine.
So speaking of, I guess you are available for private shoots and freelance work. Obviously, what's the best way for people to get a hold of you? Actually, so let me say this: what's the best way for people to see your work, and then what's the best way for people to get a hold of you to hire you for a job?
Usually Instagram is what does it, just because Instagram is so focused on photos.
Yep.
That's kind of where I mainly put my focus to. And I've definitely gotten a couple opportunities from Instagram itself. But Twitter works as well. I'm always on there, Facebook. Through my Instagram, you can get my email, or my email is actually admin@cannaphoto.gallery.
Okay.
And yeah, my number's even linked up to my Instagram as well. So whoever needs photos, just hit me up.
Yes, sir. So, Amed Donato, I really appreciate you coming on with us. People can reach you. Tell us one more time, at VegasCannaPhoto, right, is the Instagram. Is it the same with Twitter, too? What's the Twitter handle?
Yep, they're all the same across the board.
Okay, great. Because, yeah, that's always nice. Sometimes that's not always the case for some people, but I appreciate that. No, man, I appreciate you coming on, and that's it. I appreciate have a great time, man, and keep up the good work. We love your photos.
Thank you, man.
People, people share his photos, like his photos, comment on his photos, and hire the guy for work, because he loves taking pictures of cannabis, and he does a damn good job of it. So,
yep. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Take care.
One of the new segments that we're going to start doing is a product review segment on the podcast, and today we are going to be reviewing a few products. The first one is a no-brainer. If you know me or hung around me at all, you know that I use the Honey Badger pretty much exclusively when it comes to concentrates. I have a dab rig, I got a torch at home, but I don't use it. Really all I dab with is with the Honey Badger. So what the Honey Badger is, if you don't know what it is, it's a vertical vaporizer is what they call it, but it's an electric nectar collector. You're not supposed to call it that because Nectar Collector has a trademark on their logo, but it's a ceramic tip. It heats up with a 18650 battery, which is the kind of the round batteries that you use for a vape pen. So really the thing is super easy to use. It comes in a really cool hard shell Pelican style waterproof case. It's fully metal. It's got a ceramic tip, so that's what heats up. You heat up the ceramic tip. You press the button 5 times, turn it on, and the ceramic tip, it starts to heat up. About 10-15 seconds, it's about ready to go, and then you can dab off of silicone, you can dab off your parchment paper, out of glass, obviously. It comes with its own little honey pots, they call them. They are little glass jars that you can put your concentrates in and then just dab right out of the glass. The thing is just really, really cool. It's very super portable. You don't need a torch. You don't need a glass rig. It comes with a bubbler. Well, actually, I'd say that the bubbler is separate, sold separately, but the glass bubblers are Nectar Collector collaborations, so it's got the cool little hummingbird on the front. And there's 2 different versions. There's a threaded version that screws into the mouthpiece part of the Honey Badger, or there's a hand-blown glass piece that's made by Nectar Collector that fits over the mouthpiece that comes with the Badger. So we prefer the threaded version just because it just seems like it's a little bit better of a connection between the Badger and the mouthpiece. So, but yeah, the bubbler is definitely an attachment that you got to have if you don't have it already. Price point on it starts at $189. Now that's $189. That is just the Honey Badger itself. That does not include batteries, the battery charger, the mouthpiece. The mouthpieces range. The hand blown ones are $60, and The threaded ones are $50. Like I said, it just really depends on what you're into as far as that goes. But I prefer the threaded version, just a little easier to handle. You can use the code BudBuddy15 over at thehoneybadger.com. Save yourself 15% at checkout, which is a cool little deal. We're work really closely with them. You can buy a honey badger directly from me as well. Either way, I don't care. We don't care how the honey badger gets into your hands. We just want everybody to have one, and it's a super cool tool. There is some others out there that are like it, but definitely don't have the same response. The honey badger is just it. It's definitely the dab tool for me. I really don't use anything else, and I will keep using it. They got 4 different colors. There's a desert camo, jungle camo, a black, and a white. I know they're starting to work on some other stuff too, with some 3D printed features to come with it, and really just trying to move that thing into the next level. You can go on YouTube. You can see some videos. Local dispensary Hardin was able to get this honey badger into the hands of 2 Chainz, the rapper, on the show Most Expensivest. You can see that online. You can see he's dabbing on some MPX concentrates. He really liked the thing, it looked like at least. You can go to the website too, budbuddypodcast.com. Go to the 420 reviews section. You can read our whole write-up. You can see some pictures of the honey badger in action. We took it camping with us up to Washington last year out on the boat. That was a good time. Took it out in the mountains up in Montana. It's really just very versatile, very portable. No need for a torch. It's really it. Just keep those batteries charged. Always have a couple of them, so you got one in the charger and then one in the chamber of the honey badger, and you're dabbing all day. So definitely check out the website budbuddypodcast.com. Go to the 420 reviews, or even go to the search, put in honey badger. Head over to thehoneybadger.com/shop. Use the code BudBuddy15 at checkout. Save yourself some money on that. Or you can email me, send me a message through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I'll sell one directly to you as well. Either way, we're here to get you one. So definitely give the Honey Badger a follow on their Instagram page. They're always doing fun stuff, giveaways. They just gave away a badger for their 5,000th follower. So, get over there. Again, honeybadger.com, BudBuddy15 at checkout, or budbuddypodcast.com. Head over to the 420 reviews section and check that out. Another product review we're going to do on this episode of the podcast is for the see-through wraps, they're called. They are a cellulose clear rolling paper. That's the company name, actually. C-through, T-H-R-U, wraps. So they're a clear rolling paper. I'm sure you've probably seen them before. They're not new to the market, but this company has decided to jump into the game. I'm not really impressed. You can go to the website, see a review that we did, budbuddypodcast.com. Go to the search, you put in wraps. You go to the 420 reviews section and read, all the reviews we're doing on stuff. But definitely wouldn't recommend these at all. They're a little bit hard to roll with. I mean, actually quite a bit hard to roll with. They don't really bend like a normal paper or fold. The one thing that they do have going for them, though, is when you smoke it, there is no weird aftertaste or goofy plastic taste or something. There is no taste at all, and you get a real nice taste of the cannabis that you're smoking. So that's about all it really has going for it. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't even know what the price point is on them. Probably a couple bucks. We got them for free as a sample at the Champs show at the convention center a couple months ago. We used them one time. You can see the pictures on the website. I mean, it rolled a decent joint, but really not that impressed. Wouldn't recommend it. Ton of other rolling papers out there. These are just a novelty paper at this point. I wouldn't suggest them. And after doing some research online, apparently smoking cellulose isn't the best for you. Shocker. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I did a little bit of reading. From what I read, it just says that it's not good for you. So just stick to your hemp papers. That's what I would always suggest, or your rice paper, something like that. Something that's smooth, slow burning, and not made of cellulose. So Again, don't really recommend these papers. The see-through wraps. You can go check them out online. It's c-throughwraps.com. They got other products. We use the mini size papers. They make a few different size ones. So, if you want to, feel free. If you want to go, check them out on your own, do it. But they are not recommended by us. So, again, you can go to the website, budbuddypodcast.com. Check out the review. So the last product that we are going to be doing a review on today is the One Hit Wonder. And now it's not the One Hit Wonder like, Vanilla Ice or somebody like that. It's the One Hit Wonder, D-A. So One Hit Wonder. So this is it's the first microdosing cannabis pipe. So the bowl, it's like a one-hitter. Well, it is a one-hitter. It's like a bat. One metal one-hitter that everybody's used to using. But this one, a little bit different design, has a little bit different feel to it. So this one, the bowl is actually machined to hold approximately 50 milligrams of cannabis, which, according to Steve, the owner of the company, is the precise amount of cannabis that needs to be dosed in each hit, which is pretty funny. But he's a really good guy, loves the product. He is, pushing this thing like crazy. It's a pretty cool product. It's like the one-hitters that we're all used to. I'm sure plenty of us have used one-hitters in the past or still use them. After I got my hands on this piece, man, I use it quite a bit, actually. It's good for mobile, if you're taking it outdoors. The thing's metal, so you can drop it. Nothing's going to happen to it. Might get a little ding or whatever, but still ain't going to break. It's got the cool little ash catcher at the bottom, which, your normal one-hitters didn't come with. Made in the USA, which is another great bonus about the product. Always try to support, local companies and USA-made companies. Steve is out of Massachusetts, I believe, if I remember correctly, but he also has set up shop here in town too. So, welcome him to town, and welcome him to the Las Vegas cannabis community. We met him at one of the cannabis and culture events a couple months ago, and he came through, hooked us up with one of the pipes. I told him that we would do a review on it, and here we are. You can actually go to budbuddypodcast.com as well and check out the review I did there. Go to the 420 review sections, go to the search, type in One Hit Wonder with a D-A, not Wonder, and check it out. I got a few pictures there and just a small write-up. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a small micro-dosing one-hitter. Thing's pretty cool. Definitely check it out. You can head over to their website, www.onehitwonder.da. So onehitwonder.com, onehitwonder.com. You can use Bud Buddy at checkout, save yourself $5. I really like this product. I think it's really cool. I use it at home when I'm smoking some flower, just a quick couple one hits there, just pack it up, light it up. It's pretty cool. The mouthpiece actually fits nice into most down stems of bongs, or even dab rigs, or any kind of water pipe kind of deal. So it's great for that too. Highly recommend it. Again, go to budbuddypodcast.com, go to 420 reviews. You can check out a review there. Put in the search One Hit Wonder if you want it. You find it there too. Also go to www.onehitwonder.com, onehitwonder.com. Use code BUDBUDDY at checkout, BUDBUDDY. Save yourself $5 on your order, and enjoy. Take some pictures, share it on their social media. I know Kyle over there is super active with their social media, so he will give you a shout out, product shout out, for showing them some love. So please do. The great couple guys, and they're doing some cool things. Guys, again, one more time, give it up for the Sober Junkie. We're going to get right into that interview right now. He's going to talk about the new album coming out. That's coming out on April 20th. Definitely check him out this Friday at Culture and Cannabis downtown. So, here we go. the Sober Junkie.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Bud Buddy podcast. We are joined today by singer, songwriter, producer, and all-around hell of a dude, the Sober Junkie. Sober Junkie, thank you for being on the podcast. How the hell are you?
Oh man, thank you for having me, and I'm great, man. I just got back to Vegas. The album is done. We are in the mastering process. I actually went through the whole recording and production part of it. Some of the records, Moonshine Brown, the executive producer, and my all-around executive producer had already had. Some of them were very skeleton, and we did a lot of the production there. Also got guest appearance from my drummer, Heartbeat, that you all know, and he actually played guitar on one of the tracks. I've got singer-songwriter, country outlaw, Pete Sands with a guest appearance with a monologue that is gonna trip people out, man. We really pushed the limit. You know, we created a genre when we did this album because I took all my influences and my loves and my passions and we put them all together, and Moonshine created what I needed, man, and we wrote it on out, dude. For a guy that got his nickname for no one believing that he got clean, I think me and you have talked about it before, how I got my name, the Sober Junkie.
Yeah,
when
no,
I got clean,
please tell people about it. I'd love for you to tell people.
So when I got clean 6 years ago, no one believed it. And so I'm like, yeah, man, I'm sober, man. And, I was doing NA and I was going to Narcotics Anonymous and I was, and no one believed it. And they're like, yeah, right. Yeah, you're sober, junkie. For sure. Yeah, junkie, you're sober. Sober junkie. And I'm like, damn, man, this is fucked up. No one believes me. So I kind of ran from Sober Junkie, My name's Christopher Michael. That's my given name by my mama. It's like, oh, I'm Christopher Michael. And when I had hooked up with Gary Archer, he's like, bro, what else do they call you? And I was like, I said, man, well, they make fun of me. They call me Sober Junkie. He's like, bro, that's you. And history ever since, bro, I'm the Sober Junkie. And I never realized the power of it because, I'm so connected to so many different people on this planet through my battle with addiction. From weight loss to weight gain, from drugs to whatever it is, right? I battled.
Right. No, addiction is something that, unfortunately, it brings a lot of people together. But fortunately, it can be a good thing, and that's what you're doing. And obviously, that's what we love about the show loves about you, and what I love about what you're doing. Where did you grow up? Where did you come from originally?
Originally, okay, so I was born in Merced, California, and that's the Central Valley.
Sure.
I moved to Los Baños when I was really young, and I lived there for a long time. Then I moved to San Francisco and lived with my father, and then I moved to West Hollywood. And then in second grade, I came back to Los Baños, and that's where I grew up at. And little farming town, me and my mama, just me and mama. It was hard, but it's what made me who I am. Absolutely.
Sure. And you're obviously very close to your mother today, right? And that's still a good, crazy bond,
absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. My mama is not only my best friend, biggest fan, and she's my everything. She had some health problems a while ago, and we moved mom in with us, and we realized very soon that we need her. She didn't need us.
Right.
And she's here with my children. My wife works full time. She does security at one of the biggest, nicest casinos here in Las Vegas. And it takes a lot of time. It takes her, and she's away. But we've got mom, and I'm gone a lot. I'm on the road a lot. And it's such a blessing to have somebody so amazing like that to be here with my children. Without it.
Well, yeah, because I know you're huge on family too, so it's got to be huge for you to have family when you're away from family, because the shit's being taken care of, and you got somebody that's got your back all the time, and that's.
And then it's cool because we do, like, when we travel and stuff like that, we always have a nanny. A lot of the times, my wife's little sister would do that. She just had a little baby, and now we got another little baby in the family. But she would do it. But now, like I told my wife, I said it's cool because we can hire a nanny that we feel comfortable with, and we got mom there to be there still. So it just
Right.
kind of, you know, to take a lot of the load off mom, because we want her to be able to be a grandma too. She shouldn't have to do it all by herself, you know.
And I'm sure
And that's like you
she
said,
appreciates
family.
that. Yeah.
No, dude, she's so awesome. Like this lady, she just got her hair done. She's like, son, I want to get my hair done. Feels so good to be able to just do it for her, you know.
Right.
My daughter ended up getting hers and my wife. But it felt so good to be able to do it. I'm like, Mom, why don't you ever, what do you want, Mom? And I realized a while ago that I just got to do things for her because she won't ask. She's such an amazing, strong woman. And I'm the man I am because of her.
Of course.
Not because of a man in my life. You know, I had the mother that I had was just, you know, I'm blessed, man.
Sure.
I can't put it into words enough. If you got your mama around, you need to call her right now and tell her you love her. And if not, you need to close your eyes and tell her you love her.
That's right. When you're done listening to this podcast, get off your phone, take out the earbuds, whatever you're doing.
Yep.
Call your mother, text her if you don't have a chance. If you can't do that, like you said, you know, send her a wish, send her a blessing, and everybody should be doing that. It's a very powerful message, man. Of, you know, family, and it's that the family unit's it. You know, that's pretty much all we have. When the shit hits the fan and it comes down to it, that's who's left.
Bro, we came out here to Las Vegas 4 years ago, dude, and we lived in the car. We lived in Sienna Suites on Boulder Highway. It was crazy. Me and my little brother Wonton, and Wonton used to dress up as Mickey Mouse. He's a veteran, OEF vet, and he would dress up as Mickey Mouse, and I would sing on the strip, and you know, we struggled, but we had that family, that core. You know, you don't give up, and we went through that struggle. You know, there's folks around us that helped us and did a lot for us, and we'll be eternally grateful for those people. But as far as who went through it with us, it was just us, and it was hard, man. It was so fucking hard. But I realized today that it had to happen.
Right. Just
like everything else. Like a lot of folks tell me, like, it's so hard right now and this and that. I'm like, just understand that it'll never be that way again once you get through it. Yep. It might be hard again, but never like that. You're going to conquer that. You're going to go over that. You're going to slay that dragon. And, you know, with addiction and things like that, that's what it's about. You know, self-proclaimed dragon slayer right here, man.
Sure.
You know, I believed I could do it, and I did it. And I'm living proof of that. And I took it from there, not only to get clean, which was crazy and hard and the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life, then to have, you know, my better half, my wife, tell me, yo, just chase your dream and smoke weed. I get it.
Right.
Smoke weed. And I was like, and that's what I did, you know, and I hid it from my sponsor and NA for a long time because they don't believe in that.
Right.
But, you know, I love a lot of the values and stuff that they have for that program. I think it's amazing, and it did so much for me. But my vision's a little bit different. And, you know, in due time, I will dream of mine is to open a recovery home, off the grid, self-sufficient, self-powered, go solar, whatever, just way off. And I'm going to introduce cannabis as an exit drug to these junkies and try to do what I feel in my heart I got to do, and let's make a difference.
Well, and like you said too, with the family and making a difference, you know, you've been able to do kind of tie both of those things together with music, which is, you know, which is insane. You know, when you were talking when you first started, you know, with all the different kind of stuff that people are going to be on the album, you know, people have asked me, and I've actually kind of tried to ask myself, you know, what kind of music is the Sober Junkie? And you can't do it. You can't really nail down, because from every song, you could say it's you're a hip hop artist, but you can't really peg you down like that because there's some blues, there's some rock, there's some jazz, it's country. I can't do it, and I don't really, you probably can't nail it down yourself, I wouldn't think. Like you said, you're creating your own genre.
Right. No, with the old stuff that everybody's heard, everything you just named, that's what we did with Sacred Land. You know, I had the opportunity to get Moonshine Brown, legendary Grammy-nominated Grammy winner, Moonshine Brown, who I've been working with for the last 2 years, building and growing and just creating with one another, to come in. And this album, what we did is we created junkie rock and soul.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, yeah, I haven't heard that yet. That's the first that I've heard you say that, and that's it, man. I mean, I can't wait to hear the album. Actually,
and a lot of people know a lot of the hip hop foundation comes from me is because that's what I come from. You know, I grew up in the country and in the streets.
Right.
So there's that mixture, you know, and a lot of my people, you know, they're the dopest rappers in the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't even call them rappers because they speak life over a track, you know, and it's real. You know, my little brother Street Knowledge, my brother Rest in Peace to Jacka. You know what I'm saying? My little brother Rex. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got cats, Young Meezy, the whole Chicken Hill family has some special stuff coming. We've got albums dropping left and right. We've got a beautiful lineup. We'll be out at South by Southwest, so if you see us, say what's up. We love everybody. You know what I mean? But we are definitely a movement, and we're changing it back to real music. These dudes are rapping, and they're speaking real stuff, and they're talking about life. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Tell me about, so I saw some pictures on Instagram. You guys looked like you were shooting a music video. I seen you on a cliff with a dude drumming. Is this
that's Heartbeat. That's my drummer.
Yeah. Yeah, tell us about that, man. That looked insane.
Okay. So I'm sitting up there. I'm on the reservation chilling, and Rick, the director the same films, comes in, and I know him. We're good friends. I've done a lot of film stuff with him where it's me as an actor. And we've always talked about doing something. We never worked together. And he shoots everything with the red cam. This dude is phenomenal. And he's like, yo, we're going to do a video tomorrow. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, let's shoot. And my cousin's like, yeah, let's rock. How about the new song he just did, Sour? So it's one of the debut singles off. So it's World So Cold and Sour are the two first singles that we'll be dropping. And he's like, let's do it. So my drummer was there, and we went on the res, and it's Sacred Land. We went to Sacred Land up on a cliff right next to a waterfall, and we did a performance scene, but we really performed, and it was amazing. I've never felt nothing like that before in my life. It was so crazy. And then we took it to a couple more locations that are bananas that y'all gonna see. It's the first video we're gonna drop at Sour. But it's crazy. This dude Rick is amazing. Just everybody, the whole family, the whole team. It's just we're doing something that hasn't been done in a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? The last thing that I remember that had this feel, but they didn't have what we have, because, you know, we also just welcomed Moonshine Brown to the family. So not only is he my executive producer, he's one of the artists that's on the album now, on the label now. So he's really pushed me to be me. He's like, Junkie, you got your own lane, bro. You're all over the place. You need to find all of that and put it all inside and just let it out. And when you guys said the album, I'm so excited. This is my first real album. I was kind of held back for 5 years from doing an album. I kind of let other people have control of me because I felt like I was doing what was right. And just recently, I kind of broke away to do my own thing. And from the time I broke away till now, it's only been a couple months, and I've gone leaps and bounds, my brother.
No, I've seen, you've transitioned through a few band members, it seems like, because, we see you down there monthly when you can at the culture and cannabis events.
Yep. JC Coates.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, JC, man, he's doing a lot of cool things for the community, and he's doing what he can as much as the law allows. As soon as Nevada. Well, it is. It is. It's important to respect what's going on, and because it gives cannabis cred. It says, hey, there's not a bunch of knuckleheads that are going to be out there smoking.
With a stigma.
Exactly.
We're always going to be dealing with that stigma, so that when we do it right, it takes a little bit longer, but guess what? Smoke a joint and relax.
Yep.
We've got to be patient. We've got to let things be done the way they're done. Fuck no, it's not cool. Fuck yeah, it sucks. Fuck yeah, they're assholes. But guess what? We're not going to win by, my mom always said something to me, Bubba. Let me tell you what my mom always told me, okay? She said you get way more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
Yep.
Okay? So I feel like I love it, bro. He's doing it the right way. And guess what? When it gets to where we can do it the way we want to do it, because that will happen, he's going to be the dude that's going to be doing it because he listens.
Yeah. Yep. It's already got the foundation.
Everybody that's involved with him.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think this summer, man, they're both sides of the fence there, bipartisan agreements. They want these lounges. They're they're seeing the money that they're missing. I did an article on my blog about it a couple weeks ago. Nevada is averaging $1 million of marijuana sales a day, and that's honestly that's legal. That's what the Nevada Department of Taxation is seeing. I mean, you can't even imagine how much cannabis is floating through town. Right. What's really going on? So these people, they know that there's money. They just got to make sure that the money's going in the right places first. I guess it's all political.
So also, I got to say something that's big, and it's only in California right now. But I teamed up with my big brother, and we dropped the exclusive Sober Junkie OG.
Ooh, man.
Yes, and it's an MOE collab. It's a family strain of OG that we've had forever in the family, and it's time to branch out and grow and do what we do. So I actually have some of that for you because I don't got it out here yet, but we are working on it. Getting a facility. It's a lot of big things going on, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah, oh man, that's huge.
I want to make a difference, dude, and I gotta have my hands in everything to be able to do that. So, but I am building a team, and if folks are interested in getting involved with me, reach out to me. I'm not that guy. I'm not an a-hole.
No. People should know that too. You are you go right up to you, talk to you, send you a message, comment on a post, say what's up, come to a gig, ask for an autograph.
Hang out.
Exactly. Yeah. Chill. You don't have to be buying drinks or just hang out, just chill. It's a family affair, and you really give that vibe to a lot of people, and they should know that.
Well, that means a lot to me. Draken Glass just called right now. I seen on the other on the thing. You might have. I don't.
Yeah, no, he played guitar. He played guitar for you. I think one time I seen him, right?
And he's still my guy, dude. That's my boy. We're trying to do certain stuff, and everybody's got so much going on that people thought like there was crazy. People set these rumors up, and it's so funny. But the whole thing is, I'm friends with everybody I've ever played with, and I love everybody I've ever played with all my heart, and they're always special to me. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because so much is happening. But right now we're looking for a bass player, and we're looking for a keyboard player because our other brothers are doing other stuff, and we got to have someone that can hit this road and travel and be ready to go because we're already talking with people in the UK about a Sacred Land tour. We're already talking with people here in the States. We're putting together our first run, which will be a California tour, ending in Las Vegas, though. You know what I mean? We're going to scoot on over and come to Vegas. So it'll be from Crescent City, where Pelican Bay's at. We'll start there and work our way all the way down, go to Dago and come back up, and really reach out to the people. I want people to know, like, yo, I'm just like I need people to understand that I'm everybody's fucking, musician junkie in the family, but guess what? Fucking, there's proof we can change and we can get our shit together and we can be amazing fucking people. And I want people to know that. Let me be a bridge. You know what I mean?
Right.
I really got to touch on is shout out to all of my American natives. Y'all have been supporting me so much. I'm going to be speaking at War Party, the powwow. It's April 26th and 27th. 26th, I'm the main speaker. On the 27th, my band and I will be headlining. We'll be playing alongside Pete Sands. It's got a lot of other great folks that are going to be out there that are getting involved. My little brother, Three Feathers, is the one that put it together. We played there New Year's Eve, and it was incredible. And he just invited us to come back, and I just found out yesterday that I'll be the main speaker.
Wow. These
are things that are happening because I move and I do things even when I couldn't do it. Even when I didn't have the means, I figured out a way. So I just had to take time. There's a lot of things going on in the world, and I want to be that bridge. One thing I did learn is we're one people. We got to fall in love with our culture, of course, and understand where we came from and give respect and homage to that always.
Always.
But understanding that, we got to understand that we are so much more alike than we are different.
Yep. No matter who's telling us different, because unfortunately, there's there's a lot of leaders of this country that call themselves leaders of this country that they do more dividing than bringing together. I feel, But
I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah. What's cool about this interview too is you're going to be in the April edition of the Nevada Uplifted magazine with Jose. I know you know Jose, and Jose's been a big supporter too. That's going to be huge.
Uplifted in the building, baby. Yes, and it's a very special situation. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's actually something very, very special, and I'm super grateful. And yes, he's an amazing dude, and I'm so excited to be doing this. That's what I mean, man. To have my brothers and sisters in the cannabis community reach out to me and come together with me and help me and stand beside me, not behind me, not in front of me, but beside me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's amazing, dude. And yes, I can't wait. Y'all make sure you get that. We're going to be talking about a lot of special stuff in that interview also. And like I said, that's a very special issue. Y'all get it as soon as you see it. Y'all understand what I'm talking about.
So tell people, tell people where they can, when the album. Well, first of all, tell people when the album drops, and then where they can get it.
So, the album drops on 4/20, y'all, and that's my 6 years clean.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. And it's the name of the album is Sacred Land, executive produced by Moonshine Brown. Another thing that was so awesome is I got to work with my photographer again, Phil Emerson. Y'all follow that dude at PHIL Emerson on Instagram, right?
Dude, he takes amazing photos, and I'm jealous because I love music, entertainment photography, live music, and it's tough. And he nails it. I have to give props. Yeah, one more time. Who is he? And give out his information.
At Phil Emerson. I'm trying to figure out how to say it right, but it's PHILEMERSON, I think. If not, when you go on my page at the Sober Junkie _ and it's THESOBERJUNKIE _ I tag him on all the photos, so you can always just go do that. Also give my cousin a follow at Chicken Hill Productions, and everybody on the label, man. We got something for everybody, and that's really what it's about. We did something that nobody's done. We're going to make history with this label. It's not a label. It's a family. And we're going to make history with it. And y'all start rocking with us now. Be a part of it. Like I tell people, y'all ain't my fans. You're my people. They're like, what do you call your fans? What do you call? I'm like, my fans. They're my fans and my people.
Yep.
Y'all are my people. And I love y'all. One tribe, one people. Come on. But the album's dropping. I'm hell excited. We got the first video going to drop. Like I said, it's super dope, shot with the red cam, which to me is really cool because it's next level stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
We created a genre, junkie rock and soul, y'all. Junkie rock and soul. And I know that now with the genre created, I'm excited to see the new artists pop up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not the only me, and I realize that. I'm just super grateful to be the first me, the Sober Junkie. I've said it before anyone. It's the only reason I get the there.
Right.
Everybody's like, what do you mean? I'm like, because we're all sober junkies. I meet sober junkies every day, and I love them. But I was just smart enough to say the first.
Yep. But no, but your message is there, and that's what's great about it is you embody the name. You are the Sober Junkie.
Keeps me clean. Dude,
right.
It's what keeps me clean, and it's what keeps the conversation rolling, and it's what opens up the door so many times to the most amazing memories in my life, dude.
Yeah.
The most amazing people, bro. Straight up. And so I'm doing a dab with you guys right now. I felt like it was the only right thing.
Appreciate that, man. And I can't wait to check out some of that Sober Junkie OG that will be coming up soon. I know you're leaving town soon, but you'll be back. We got to get together when you get back.
Tomorrow.
I know we'll get together when you get back. We'll see you again, I'm sure, if you're in town for the April edition of Culture and Cannabis. I know if you're
absolutely.
I know if you're in town.
I'll make sure of it.
I know if you're in town, you're at the gig. So we're going to make sure that this podcast airs before then, so people know to come see you, so they can come, experience.
This issue is very, very, very special. So I will be there for that. It's very, very special. So I will be there for that, and come hang out, come vibe with me. You guys, look, people a lot of times say, I don't know how to approach you. I don't know if you're going to be arrogant. And I'm like, dude, no way.
Nope.
No way.
No way.
Please just understand that this is love, y'all. And I don't got to know you to love you. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Come up, say hi, let's hang out, let's kick it, let's be family. Be my people.
Yep.
Love y'all.
Right on, man.
All
Well,
right,
I appreciate you taking this time, and it's this is exactly what I wanted to do. This is this worked out exactly the way that I felt that it was going to, and it actually went better. I don't know how it could have gotten any better. So thank you again. Tell people where to find you at online.
at thesoberjunkie.com and or the Sober Junkie _, or it's at the Sober Junkie _ TheSoberJunkie _ and my website is thesoberjunkie.com, and you can find me on chickenhill.com as well.
Cool, Chicken Hill. All right. That's it, man. I appreciate your time.
Right. Blessings and love, my dude. Talk to you soon.
All right.
If we teach people about people, people can love.
All right, guys, that's it. Thanks again to the Sober Junkie. Thanks again to Amed from VegasCannaPhoto. Make sure you check both of them out online. Make sure you see the Sober Junkie this weekend, First Friday downtown with Corrupt from Corrupt's Moon Rocks and the Dog Pound. Again, thanks everybody. Thanks to our sponsors, the Honey Badger, the One Hit Wonder, Bud Tender Fight Club. If I missed you, we'll get you next time. Thank you. Take care.